All right, welcome, kings and queens. Today we're talking briefly Carlee Russell. Lots of updates when it comes to Carlee Russell story, hoax, disappearance, irresponsibility. And keep in mind, Carlee's a grown, extremely, very grown ass woman, right? So I think because kidnapping and Amber Alerts and sex trafficking is often associated with younger girls, I think subconsciously we're placing Carlee as a younger girl, but she's a grown woman. So we have to make sure we keep that at the forefront. Now, I am going to talk a little bit about the importance of parents honing in. If they still live in your house, you know what? Fair game, fair rules. It's your house, your rules. You know, like mama them used to say and grandma them, you know, you will abide by my rules. Y'all need to start checking, asking questions, honing in, and really paying attention to what's going on in your house with your kids. Okay? And sometimes it doesn't need to be verbal indicators. If you're really interested in finding out, just observe people, their behaviors, their facial expressions. I'm saying all of that to say there was a lot of indicators, allegedly, that Carlee was boy crazy. Carlee would do anything for attention, which baffles me, right? Because we often associate happiness, peace, tranquility, wholeness with two-parent households. So we can completely debunk that theory. We can debunk that argument because Carlee is proof. Two-parent, single-parent, whatever. Kids still act a damn fool. But y'all know your kids. Parents, you know your kids. And you got to stop turning a blind eye to the recklessness and start addressing their damn behavior so we don't have to publicly. Let's talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Okay, so as the updates are flowing in, as people are really tuned into this Carlee Russell story, the theories are coming through. The theories are coming through. And when all else fails, rely on wisdom and common sense. Okay? Carlee's not a unicorn. Carlee's not a superhero, in my opinion. Carlee is a girl that has a track record of lying. Carlee's you know what? I just said she was a grown woman in my intro. And here I am referring to her as a girl. So let me back up. My apologies. See, I do the same thing. For some reason, hell, I don't know, Carlee, why are we referring to you as a girl? But anywho, Carlee's a grown woman that has a track record of lying, not telling the truth, and acting out, allegedly, for attention, especially when it comes to the attention of her male suitors, in particular, this boyfriend. Okay. Let's pause there. There was a YouTube blogger that did their due diligence of bringing forth all of Carlee's tweets, old tweets. One even said, my mom always thinks I'm lying and I don't like it when I don't get attention and and stuff like that. Go back and find it on your own. I go back and find it. You can just type it in the search bar. It's there. You guys, I do not think, this is just my personal opinion and I could be wrong. Some folks are saying that it looks as if Carlee was attempting to expose sex trafficking in Hoover, Alabama. My thing is, if she was, or if she is, if that's what she was trying to do, how did she know that it existed? How come she didn't go to the authorities for help? What is it that she knows that she's not sharing? I don't believe that to be true. I'm going to just rely on my wisdom, and I'm going to rely on my experience. I think Carlee was doing shit for attention. Because if you were trying to expose sex trafficking in an underground tunnel, you don't need cheese and snacks from Target to do that. You don't need toilet paper and a robe to do that. You take your ass to the nearest police station and you say, sir, ma'am, let me tell you what Pookie and Ray Ray them are doing. If you go down 495 South and you drive 600 yards, about the length of 6-foot football fields, on the right, you're going to see a tunnel. There's going to be a gate. See, you don't have to do all of that demonstrative behavior to expose something. She could have exposed it anonymously. You know what I'm saying? She could have wrote a letter, an email. There's so many different ways. So I do not believe she was trying to expose sex trafficking. I think she was acting out. I think she wanted the attention of her male suitor. And unfortunately, she was really bothered that he had his eyes set on a girl that she perceived to be lesser than. Because Carlee lives in an affluent neighborhood. We prep these girls and we tell them prim and proper will get you to the top. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Because these men and boys still have a penis where they get to choose where it goes. And I think Carlee was heartbroken that her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend, would want a stripper over her. And this isn't her first time acting out. I think Carlee is spoiled. I think Carlee has gotten everything she's wanted. She's wanted in the past from her family. And I think Carlee is privileged. And she assumed that her household rules apply to the real world. No, it doesn't. Welcome to reality. See, this is why it's important that you sit these kids down, boys and girls, to let them know sometimes in life you got to take that L. Everybody don't want you. Everybody don't want to be your friend. Everybody is not going to be attracted to you. I hope not, but there may be a chance that you will be cheated on. And you got to get up and remember who you are. We not doing no shenanigans in this household because a boy don't want you, a man don't want you, or that girl is not interested in you. See, if it were a boy, oftentimes they get violent, physically aggressive, right? When we don't train them to take L's. And we see it in the news every day when men show up or boys show up because a girl breaks up with them and they pull a stunt that leads to unaliving somebody or physically hurting the girl. We got to hold her ass to the same standards. Yeah, she ran through the woods and she disappeared for a couple of days, but it's still inappropriate. It's still misbehavior and it's still wrong. Okay. Now, y'all got to start talking to these kids. What are we doing, y'all? What are we really doing? You quit giving them everything. Why was she at a part-time job driving a Mercedes-Benz anyway? I'm just saying that's neither here nor there to the case. But let me back up. I want to say something. Now, to Carlee's job, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too damn much, okay? Sit this one out. I know y'all want to press charges because she stole toilet paper. Let it go. Hell, you probably got janitors that have stolen toilet paper and trash bags from you. It ain't that serious. Let it go. Yes, she stole. Yes, it's wrong, but it ain't that damn serious for you to want to press charges and have her arrested behind some damn toilet paper. As a matter of fact, I will send you a roll of toilet paper. But let's not do that. Okay? Let's not act like what she did was so egregious that we have to address it because she stole toilet paper. Now, that's called doing too much. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Is that too much or am I just, what are your thoughts? I want to share a story with you that happened in my own home. And let me know your thoughts. Okay, so there's something I want to cover really quickly, just a brief update with the Carlee Russell thing. But I want to talk about really quickly, 2 to 3 minutes, women, men, talk to your daughters. Y'all have got to start talking to your daughters about self-esteem, self-love, self-awareness, and also emotional health and emotional well-being. This isn't just specific to Carlee Russell. Y'all, I'm going to give you a personal example that blew my mind. And this happened last night. Okay. So this is a little bit of my own personal experience with young girls. I have a stepson and he's dating a girl. He's a teen. He's dating a girl that's a teen. They're about to be in the 9th grade. And they've been FaceTime. Look, I had to turn around and make sure he's not downstairs. So they've been FaceTiming the entire summer. Okay. I'm one of those parents. I don't care how old you are. If you're a teenager, until you become of age, I am going to check to see who you're talking to because I want to know. You know, boys, their safety is just as important as girls. So what I did, I was like, who you're talking to, making sure it's a real person and all of this, because you just never know with the catfish and stuff, right? Okay. So he's dating this cute little girl. They're talking and all of that. So last week, a week and a half ago, I noticed that he had a different look on his face. And I told my husband, I said, something's up with him. Okay. Something's up with him and you need to talk to him. He said, no, he's just being a teenager. I said, See, women, we be knowing. Don't let these men trick us out of our spots. We got it. We are the real MVPs when it comes to child rearing and household management. Honey, can't nobody do it better than us. But anywho, I said, no, he's not tired. There is something and you need to have a talk with him. So my husband talks to him and it's like, what's wrong? Da, 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 da. And he's like, nothing. I'm just tired. And I said, dig deeper. My husband dug deeper. Come to find out, they broke up, y'all. They had broke up. See, I knew something was up. So my husband says, do you mind? And this is the kind of family we are. Do you mind if I share with your stepmom what's going on? And he said, yes, you can share. So of course we all rallied around him. And I was like, why'd you break up? But we're back together now. I said, okay. Now, we're not going to do this break up to make up. If you're back to, I said, why did you break up? He said, I broke up because she was becoming a distraction to me for basketball. I said, well, basketball is not in season, so that doesn't make sense. You're here for the summer. You're not playing basketball. What's the real reason? No, that's it. Basketball. I said, okay, I let it ride. This weekend we go out to eat. I told him, FaceTime her. His eyes got so big. I said, FaceTime her. He FaceTimes her. I said hello to her. I said, did y'all break up? She said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, wait a minute. Y'all got two separate stories. What's really going on? And then he said, last week we did break up. Oh, and she goes, oh yeah, we took a little bit of space because he said that he was frustrated about basketball. I said, okay. So I took that phone and I told her, I said, let me tell you something. You are the prize as a girl, okay? Do not allow any boy to break up with you over and over again. The next time he breaks up with you, you go find you another boyfriend. Do you understand me? Because they're young, you know. I said, don't you take him back. She said, okay. I said, because you are the what? She says, I'm the prize. All right. So we got an understanding, right? Or so I think. So last night, I'm up late. I'm doing my YouTube content. My stepson comes down. I give him a big hug because boys need love too. And I told him, let me give you a hug before you go to sleep because it's important that boys get affection too. So he sits down on my sofa and I said, did you talk to your little friend today? He said, yeah, I did. But I don't want to talk to her no more. I'm bored with her and I have no feelings for her. I said, okay. So me being me, I turned to him and I love to catch people off guard. I said, did you have sex with her? He looked at me. He said, no. I said, are you sure? Because that's weird that you're pulling away from her. She's in Connecticut. You're here in Texas. It would seem to me that you would want to stay with her. He says, no, I promise you I didn't. But, and this is where the teaching comes in, but She wants me to have sex with her. Y'all pause. Pause. You've got to do better with your daughters. You've got to talk to these girls. They are sexually aggressive and they are pursuing these young boys to sleep with them. I looked at him, honey, I took off my glasses and I said, okay, you can break up with her now. And I said, how are you going to do it? He said, well, I am going to text her. I said, no, you're not. You're going to FaceTime her and you're going to let her know. I said, and what are you going to say? He said, I'm going to tell her I don't see a future for us together. I said, no, let's not do it that way. You need to let her know that your family values seem to be different from her, that your family values seem to be somewhat different from her family values. Whereas she's ready to have sex, your family's telling you not to do it. And as a young girl, you want her to be more respectful of herself because it's important to you that she positions herself in a way that you can respect her. And you don't want to do that. And you're not sure why she wants to do that right now or why she would let any boy do that to her. Okay? And I said, because assholes will send a text and you're not an asshole. You're strong. You're respectful. You're a good boy. You always do the right thing. Okay? And he says, what if she cries? I said, it's okay. You need to be a good man. And sometimes you're going to make people cry, but you always look them in the face and you tell them the truth. And I said, as a matter of fact, does she have a father? Where's her dad? Why is she asking you to have sex with her? He's like, her dad's not in the house. Ladies, I'm just saying, I'm not blaming nobody. Y'all got to start paying attention to these girls. You know, listening in on what they're talking about. Stop letting them be on the phone with these boys all day. So I said, yeah, you need to break up with her. And if it becomes too emotional, you give her my phone number and I am going to sit down and I'm going to talk to her. Okay. He said, okay. So that's all I have for y'all. It's so important that we come together as a village to get these kids in order. I wanted to give you that. Now let's jump in. Carlee's attorney made an update on yesterday that Carlee feels very bad about what she said and did and lied. There was no kidnapper. There was no toddler. There was none of that. Okay. We can debunk that. We can, it's okay. We can agree on that. Girl, you need to bring your butt out publicly. Parents, make her come out and apologize. I don't want to hear it through a second or third party. This is a grown ass woman. What are you protecting her from? What are you shielding her from? Herself? And she's going to do it again. She's still going to maybe not disappear. But what I'm saying, the same terrible behavior. Stop protecting her. Let her stand her ass up like a grown woman and apologize to the federal government and apologize to the city of Hoover, Alabama. Apologize to the constituents. Apologize to the local news media and apologize to everybody else that was concerned. Make it right. It ain't that damn hard. It ain't that hard. Your child is not that damn precious that she's above reproach. She's above apologizing. This is why we're here. Because you haven't held her accountable in the past based on some of the tweets that Carlee has tweeted. Carlee, if you're listening to me, and if you're listening, sweetheart, I'm going to tell you this with love. I'm coming from a place of love. I don't care what your mom and anybody has said. Listen, America is very forgiving. People all over the world will have more respect for you if you stand up, you look in the camera, and you apologize. You don't need a news platform to apologize. Girl, turn on your phone. Go live. Give us a 30-second to 90-second soundbite of you apologizing. That's it. That would be a great start for you. Initially, I said your parents should apologize. You take the first step. It'll be the hardest thing you've done, but do it. And then your parents should apologize for protecting you and making excuses for you. Girl, you still got time to get this right. It ain't never too late, but you're going to have to make a move, baby, or you will not be able to live this down. It's a level of privilege, and it's actually disgusting if you do not apologize. And don't do it through your attorney. That's BS. No, ma'am. Show your face and apologize. All right? So listen, y'all talk to your kids. Talk to these people. We're not talking no more. We're allowing technology to parent our children, to supervise our children. And it's an epic fail. It's an epic fail.